Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for the Banner Saga. We are trying to hold down the fort here at this little city here on the coast, trying to build up some ships to hopefully escape to, I guess, the capital. But it's not going to be easy, I'm sure. Let's go check out our heroes real quick, because we do have a promotion available now to Crummer. Or Alette. I think we'll get Crummer. I mean, Crummer is very critical to us succeeding. These two big guys are just super important, especially since we let one of them die at one point. I forget what was his name. I don't remember which guy it was. One of the guys fell off the cliff a while back. All right, so we'll get you promoted up. More shield break is really nice. 3 shield breaks already really good though. I think I'm just going to give you some more raw strength. In fact, I'm just going to give you double strength. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I mean, 11 shield's not a lot, but you're primarily here just to be a big damage dealer. So let's get you some more opportunity to do some damage. That doesn't mean we can give you a different item now. Do we want to do that? Which item is this? I mean, it's actually not a bad item to have. I mean, if we get you to level 3, there's a couple of, yeah, some of these wouldn't be bad, but as is, I think what we got there is going to be fine. And I'm pretty happy that I promoted you, I think. We'll come to find out that he's going to bail on us here in a bit for some strange reason. And I'm going to be sad that we promoted him. All right, let's go talk to Ivor. Ivor, you began. Can we really keep this up? Ivor looks like he hasn't slept for days. He grunts something unintelligible. The weight of the situation is crushing. Then, from far in the distance, you hear a horn. Dredge don't use horns, occurred to you. Ivan appears at your side just as a long caravan of people come into view, Dredge turning to attack them. Who is that, you ask? It can't be, says Ivan. He runs toward the gate, shouting, "You see their banner? It's Hakan." As you wonder how they got here, the gates are heaved open and you charge onto the field, clearing a path through Dredge. I was wondering if the other group was going to come back and join us again. I thought they were, but I couldn't remember. Man, I really don't want to take you injured, but I think even injured, you're just better than anybody. I mean, if one of these other ones was injured, we'd probably swap some of these other guys in. But we got to have these 2 big guys in. Does that mean he's only going to have 12 strength? There's already calculated his strength loss. I can't remember. I think he will only have 12 strength. But again, even 12 strength is just... I mean, these guys are at 11. It's not bad. I mean, Eccles at 10 and 11. But he doesn't have the shield break. Yeah, I think it's still better to keep Crummer. Lower strength or not. Well, this is another group of, what, 8? Nope, 7 this time. And only 2 big guys. So. But one of the big guys is a 22. Okay. And this guy's got a massive amount of shield. Yeah, this is going to be tough. Who's our strongest guy? Looks like it's still you. So let's put you over here, because you're going to have to try and engage him a little bit. I do want to put you kind of close to the front, both you and Rook. Honestly, what we're probably going to do just right here. Something like this. You're going to try to move up to engage these guys. You're going to move up to engage this guy. Hopefully we can get them bunched up enough to get a shot from you. We've got to whittle that 12 down, or 22 down, as quickly as humanly possible. Because after that, the next most dangerous is this 13, which is also going to be pretty tough. All right, we'll go with that. Do I want to come up and engage you right now? I mean, if we have the opportunity to engage you, I guess we're going to have to take it. I don't think there's any point in centering you, even though you do have the knockback. Because I don't think you would... Yeah, you wouldn't knock back into anything anyway. So I think if we're going to be able to get a shot off from here and save ourselves a point, we should do that. Now, the thing is, do I want to do a strength attack here? Yeah. Since it's 3 and 3, yeah, we'll definitely do a strength attack. 17 is still very dangerous. Yeah, I mean, he did 4 damage to us when we have 14 shield. I do want to move up, even though it's going to take a couple willpower. I want to just get up and engage you right away. Especially with your shield break. Not ideal to use that much willpower, but getting that shield break started is very important. Alright, so Rook. I mean, this guy's still, at the moment, the most dangerous guy. Now, the idea of putting 4 damage to that guy is very appealing, though. And this guy has already acted, so he won't come up for a little bit. We have another chance to get another shot with him before he acts, actually. So maybe it is probably better to scooch over and get a 4 shot against this 10. I mean, I do like the shield break, and I forgot that you have that much shield break, but no, we'll do as much damage as we can here. Just make that guy practically a non-issue from the get-go. Alright, nobody's touching right now, which is very annoying. This might be one of those rare cases where we use your heal, although, even though nobody's touching, we could still do a big chunk of damage to that guy. How close do we have to get? It's right there, so 1, 2. So it looks like here, in front of Rook, I think. I think I looked at that right. Yep. Yeah, I think we just gotta take it. I mean, even though I would rather do some damage to everything else, we just gotta do what we can here. I don't think this will hit you. No. 4 points of damage puts him down to 13. Makes these two guys more or less equally dangerous at the moment. I mean, they have different abilities, so their danger is more than just their strength, but I'm kind of roughly basing it off their strength. All right, getting some damage on this 13 feels like a really good idea at this point. I guess shield damage is fine. Wish you were touching some other guys to do some more damage AoE. Ouch. I was going to say that's going to hurt. I mean, still, this 13 is still kind of one of the more dangerous ones. And we don't really have any more that we can do any more damage to anyway. Do I want to do shield damage here, or do I want to just do a couple points of damage? You have moved fairly recently, so I think we will take the advantage of the shield damage here. That'll make it easier for him to do more damage. Again, wasted AoE. Really, you're only able to do 1 point of damage to that guy. Huh. Wonder why. Really still not an opportunity to do a good knockback, so I guess we'll take this. I guess we'll do shield damage here. I guess because you have lost a couple points of strength, to be fair. I'll do something here. Now they're starting to get close to each other. Alright. You still also cannot do very much damage to this guy. I mean, I guess we'll keep up the shield stuff. At some point, someone's going to be able to do a big chunk of damage to him. I mean, I'm kind of feeling like doing some damage to this guy would be helpful. He's only an 8, though, but... Four points of damage is just a lot of damage. Next, do 6 points of damage. Basically makes him a non-issue at this point. Alright, so these two guys are in an angle. I don't know how it's going to affect him. But if we back... Or actually, I don't even know if we have to back up, do we? I don't think we do. Should be able, in fact, it might kill him, which is fine if it does. Don't... will it hit Rook? It might hit Rook at this point. It's hard to tell sometimes. Could also buff somebody's shield somewhere, like yours. He's about to die, though. We actually need to move him first. I think we've got to take the chance that it's going to do some damage to Rook, because it's going to do a lot of damage to these guys. Yeah, I think it will do damage to Rook. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But we killed one and did some... We did more damage to them than us. I mean, it's still not great. Oh, Alette! Thank you. This is awesome. Yeah, I was hoping if we did enough shield, we would be able to do a massive chunk of damage. Do we want to just kill this guy outright? Not really. There's still some guys that are very powerful. Leaving him at 1 just feels way better. I mean, he's going to hurt still, don't get me wrong, but way less than he would have. I mean, I guess we got to do some damage to this 10. Again, they're still not touching to be able to do the AoE, which is very unfortunate. Ouch. Yeah, I figured that was going to hurt. Can we do anything here? We can do a few points. Oh, that did some damage. There we go. This guy's down to 1. I mean, it's 10. There's an 11. Can't get to the 11, so we'll just move up to the 10, I guess. We could get a little bit more damage if we did some willpower stuff. I'm going to hold on to the willpower in case he needs it. So we'll just do the 5 here. Now he's going to start channeling. Not great, because he's still very healthy in general. Don't really have a good way to get some damage on him. Especially when we got this 11. We may just have to let him summon something. I don't think they usually summon anything super powerful. It just feels like it's better just to get some of these other ones out of the way at this point. I may actually shield you over here. I don't know how much it's going to help, but I just feel like we've got to try and keep you alive. And I just didn't really have any good targets for his attack. Now, this is a good target. I wish you'd done that a second ago. I do need to move a lead if I'm going to go after that, though. I mean, I can move her up and do a 4 attack against this guy. Can't really do anything more to this guy, though, which is unfortunate. I mean, how much of a shield? I mean, I guess I can do some shield. That's something. Although, if I'm going to do this, I still would rather move her. Just because if I want to get her off the angle. Because if we can get another round for him and these guys are still lined up like this, then he can just nuke them all. So let's get her off of this corner. And then we will attack here. Well, he didn't move, so he's still in a good position for us to do something. We can move back and do some damage here, I suppose. Let's move back pretty far. We really can't do any damage to this guy back here, unfortunately. So I think we stay still and hit him as much as we can. No, we've got to do strength damage. I mean, 3 shield is great, but he's already pretty low on shield at the moment. I was hoping he would line up there. That would be awesome. If I move up, I don't think that puts you on an angle or anything like that. So I think we can just do this and do a big chunk of damage here. Nice, so he's going to summon. It's over here, wow. I mean, the best thing Rook's got going for him is maybe... Oh, honestly, just killing the guy in front of him is probably okay. Who's this guy? This guy's that guy back there. Oof. I can't get in a good spot to get any damage on him. I mean, I can get some shield damage on him, I suppose. Which might be the best thing I could do. Actually, what I could do is move Rook up here. I'd rather Rook block this guy a little bit so that he can still get his attack off. So we're going to move Rook up. It's not ideal. We're going to do some shield damage here. And hopefully he'll stop at Rook. Yep, he did. It hurts, but it gives him the opportunity to do what we need him to do. He doesn't have a lot. We're actually going to use this for him. We're going to do the Arc of Lightning. I don't know if it really matters. I don't think it matters which side we start on. Just in case it does, we'll start on the guy that's got a little bit more health. Oh, can you not Arc Lightning there? Oh, you're just out of range. Okay, we'll have to move. Okay, we'll start over here. Wish we had one more willpower, but it's going to have to be good enough. Left him with 1, killed 2. Pretty okay with most of that. You can actually get a 7 damage shot off of this guy. That feels very, very good. Don't really have a way to get it without using up willpower, unfortunately. But we will attack you. Now we might as well make it 8. Alright. You can do 2 against the guy that has 4. That's probably the best thing we can do here. Actually, do 3. Get him down to 1. A lot of very weak guys. I mean, this is actually the strongest guy back here now. And we can do some damage to him. Which we probably should. Guess we'll do shield damage. Alright, there we go. I was going to say, I was hoping if we didn't have shield damage, he'd be able to walk up and just smack him pretty hard. I think I need to save the willpower for Ivan. We'll just do the 5 here. Alright, this guy's pretty weak now. I think at this point we can start killing people. So, I don't know if it really matters. Since he doesn't have any willpower left, we'll take one of these. Although I guess he could kill them both. Yeah, I probably should have left that guy there now that I think about it. That's alright. Yeah, we'll get some willpower here. Don't need much, right? Yeah, we should have just left him there. He can move up and shot this guy. That's alright. You really can't do much of anything here. Guess we'll move you up just so you can be ready. You can at least move up and kill this guy now. Maybe. 60% chance. No. Actually kind of okay that he gets another turn, to be honest. Gives us an opportunity to do a little bit more damage to this guy. Not much. Oh, that actually killed him. Perfect. Alright, and then you're able to finish him. Cool. I think we played that about as well as we could have. I mean, it's not bad. We got the guy that got summoned in, but that actually gives us more renown. So it's not terrible. No, I think that worked out alright. I'm pretty happy with that. No injuries, and that's really the important thing. And again, 2 more renown. Juno! I wasn't sure I'd ever see you again, Ivan. She smiles and they embrace. Ivan is completely taken aback, as though he doesn't dare believe she's real. I'm sorry, I couldn't make it to Sigerholm. I ran into problems. Problems is putting it lightly. There's a mile-wide canyon practically splitting the world in 2 over those hills. Couldn't find a place to cross. Worse, dredge are practically falling out of it like blood from a wound. They're not coming from the north anymore. They're everywhere. We noticed. Glad to see you made it out alive, Ingvar. I take it the others didn't. Khan becomes quiet, then he motions towards Juno. She got across somehow. Found her out cold for a second time since leaving Strand. We need every axe we can get right now. Bellower is here. I thought I was free of that menace. I will deal with Bellower. Come on. No need to tempt him by standing out here. So we did finally get connected with Juno. Hakon's caravan enters the city, fighting off waves of dredge as they go. To your relief, hundreds of skilled warriors are now safely in Borsgard. Hakon joins you on the wall with his personal bodyguard Moger. Behind him, the Prince Ludin stands alone, looking miserable. I have one last trip to make. I need this one to come with me. She says, pointing to you. I'm sorry, Ivan. You must wait for me one last time. Do not let the city wall fall before I return. It takes everything with Ivan's power to hold back, but he does. She turns to you. Rook, come with me. We'll return in 2 days, maybe less if you're as quick as you look. Tell anyone who needs to know. Where? Why? Not far, says Juno. She pauses and something shifts in your vision. For just a moment. I know it's hard, she says, her voice filling your head. And you've already been through a lot. As she speaks again, the rest of the world melts away. But you're needed. You can't find the words to argue. Interesting. Where are we going? I don't remember this part. You don't remember leaving the city, but here you are, walking through unfamiliar ground behind Juno. You're alone, aside from hundreds of dredge who are all facing toward an enormous stone ahead. The hairs on the back of your head stand up. Okay, this is strange. I don't remember this at all. We're at the Godstone of Stravis. You glance around nervously, but the dredge didn't seem to hear her. It's okay, you can speak softly. Is this where you're going to sacrifice me? Juno smiles. What could have come across as profoundly creepy looks sincere instead. No, the dredge cannot see us. To be more precise, they can see us, but I've convinced them to be unconcerned. Interesting. I can understand your apprehension, though. Who are you? I wish we had time for a proper introduction. My name is Juno. I'm on the Mender Council. You've met Ivan, my apprentice. How are you doing these things, controlling minds? I thought Menders built things and healed wounds. You are right. Menders do these things. So obviously she's not a Mender. She says she's on the Menders Council. She did not say she was a Mender. Some of us still practice the teachings given to the Loom Mother's first creations. We are called Valka. I believe I'm the only one who can influence another's mind. Then why not take control of Bellower? I learned the talent to heal minds, not control them, though even some Valka have trouble believing this. Taking control of Bellower, it is the difference between convincing a child to sit still and telling a starving bear to stop being hungry. The truth is, we're rarely a match for the Sunder anymore. Our advantage is that we can train more Valka. It is also our weakness. The Valka pass on and lose their knowledge, while the Sunder simply grow older and more powerful. Bellower is both immortal and beyond my influence, to a point. Then how do we stop him? The God of Secrets will play a part, as will you. Alright, what are we doing out here? Do you know of the god Stravs? Few know this stone exists, even amongst those who have lived their whole lives in Borsgard. While Dingler deals in fortune, Stravs taught men the value of trade in a different way. He showed them that it has consequences, two sides of the same coin. See the silver in the stone? The gales up here wear away the stone, but the metal remains. We need a piece of this silver. The god Stravs is wreathed by imagery of silver weapons. The myths say he traded these weapons to the gods, and they used them to kill each other. Those who seek out the stone call him the god of trade. The Menders call him the god of secrets. He was both. Why are we surrounded by dredge? They seem to be drawn to the godstone. There are many things we don't know about Stravs. Maybe they see him as a patron, or it is an attraction they cannot explain. Does Stravs have something to do with the serpent in Einertoft? What was that thing? I cannot say. Can't? I have my suspicions, but until I have had time at the Mender libraries, it would be unwise to speculate. For all our knowledge, it always seems as though we know little. Imagine how the rest of us feel. On the contrary, the less people know, the more certain they tend to be. Why did you pick me? Why didn't you take Ivan or Hakan? You don't even know me. I apologize for putting you in danger. Ivan must keep Borsgard from falling while we are away. And if something goes wrong here, I need to be certain one of us makes it back alive. I saw the thoughts of each person when I arrived at Borsgard. You were the only one I knew would return. What do you mean? You would find your way back to Let no matter what. Okay, let's get what we need and go. Indeed, you'll need to dislodge at least a fistful of the metal. We will forge it into an arrow to slay Bellower. Wait, after everything you've told me, make a magic arrow to shoot Bellower? That's all it takes? Why didn't you do that a long time ago? Juno gets a faraway look in her eyes. No, that is not all it takes. What I tell you now must not be repeated. Does that mean I should stop talking? Because I'm going to repeat it to you? The arrow will not kill Bellower, even were it to strike his heart. He has no physical weakness, but it will sow doubt in his mind. When it pierces him, I will help him to believe that he is dying. The rest of you will convince him with sword and axe. Everyone who fights at your side must believe it to be true. You're going to trick him into thinking he's dead. That is the most insane. He really can't be killed? No, someday he will awaken and realize he's not dead. I imagine he'll be quite upset. First, we must make the arrow. Focus on the task at hand. She looks knowingly at the godstone, waiting for you to start climbing. Rook, I'm not certain how the dredge will react when you do this. And behind us is a sudden drop. So be careful. Okay. Approaching the back of the stone, you start to climb, looking for a loose piece of the silver vein. Even without looking out onto the dredge, you can feel every sinister face watching you closely, held back only by Juno's influence. Panic races through your blood. Climb higher where maybe... Yeah, let's try see if it's easier. As you climb, you can't help but notice the stony mass of dredge lined up before the godstone, Like worshippers before an idol. Just a glimpse nearly immobilizes you. Your hand rests on a piece of silver that comes away easily. The dreads do not react. I mean, why would this be here? Is there a reason why we need another piece of silver? No, let's not press our luck. You nimbly descend to where Juno is waiting. Well done, she says. As you walk back through the dredge, their heads turn in unison to follow. The dredge that lingers and the shaking in your hands does not subside for hours. The dread that lingers, I should say, and the shaking in your hands does not subside for hours. I guess we got what we needed. I mean, I don't know if there's a reason why we should explore more, unless there was going to be like renown or something like that. You approach the gates of Borsgard again, relieved that they're still standing. Actually, it might have given us like a trinket that we could use, but honestly, I think we're fine. It looks like they took a beating while you were gone. Alette rushes to your side and throws her arms around you once you've crept through the gates. Juno smiles at the reunion and tells you, take this time with your daughter. Find a smith who can fashion an arrow from the silver. I have other things to which I must attend, but meet me on the walls when you are done. Okay then. So we do have some renown. Let's go take a look at our heroes. We got a lot more big bad guys. Actually, this is really good. I mean, Crummer I like, don't get me wrong, but I think we would take a level 4 Hakan at this point. Or a level 4 Gris. We still got, I mean, yeah, this is better. So Rook, I mean, let's see how we're going to do this. If we were going to set up a group. We do have, I mean, we can promote some people. I don't think there's any point in promoting some of these lower guys. We're probably never going to use them, right? Ivor definitely, I think, still comes first. He's very, very strong. I think we take Hakan next. Do we take like someone like Gris? Just take 3 big baddies? Probably at this point. He's got good shield break. Actually, we might even swap you with Hakan. And then we'll probably bring Rook. Obviously, Ivan needs to come into this mess. And then either Alette, probably Alette, because she's just really strong. When she can stand still, she can pound some stuff from pretty far distance, which is nice. I think something like this would be our main group, but we have plenty of guys that we can swap in as needed. I mean, yes, I would like to get healed up so we can get this guy kind of settled. I could also just promote him, which I think it would be 15 to promote. Apparently I can't promote you. Can I not promote you while you're injured? Oh no, I'm sorry. I looked at the wrong thing. You have the promotion. It is 15 to promote you. I mean, Mogre would be tempting. I'll also promote Ivor. Which is probably a really good idea. Yeah, get him up to 5. We need another 5. Honestly, I think we're just going to focus purely on strength. Or maybe 1 strength, 1 shield, something like that. No, let's just do pure strength. I think that's going to be fine. We do have a couple 5s. Knockback on strength greater than 3. Gives us more strength. Gives us more aggro, which, I mean, he does have the highest shield, so him having the aggro is probably not the worst thing. I think we will give you that. What is it you currently have? I forget. So you lose 2 strength for us to pick up only 1 strength. Some armor if we rest, which might be a good move. Or we could just take the knockback. Tough call. I really like his armor break, I'll be honest, so I might keep that with you. Although I could swap it to one of these other guys that can do 4, since he is a 5. Alright, we're going to give you the knockback. And then we'll give you one of the other 5s. I mean, you getting a little bit more aggro. You know what? No, we're going to give you the aggro. You taking aggro is not the end of the world. We'll give you the knockback. The 4s... extra movement. Less aggro. Probably the guy that has less shield. We'll give you a little bit less aggro for now. You already have 4 shield breaks, so you getting more shield break just means that you're a shield break machine at this point. What's this? 1 armor per turn. I mean, it's not bad. I'd like to get Alette promoted up at this point. She'd be a +4, a level 4, which would be pretty good. Currently have 15% crit chance, which is really nice. Do we just want to give you some raw strength, though? I think just raw strength is just good. I'll have to remember to give some of these other guys some stuff if they start coming in. Ludin's also level 4. I mean, arguably Ludin can come in for her, but I really like having a couple ranged. I think this is a good main army, main group, and then we'll play around with it a little bit. Okay, anything we want to do at the market? I don't think so. Don't get me wrong, some of these are... I mean, that one's obviously really nice, but we don't have enough stuff. I guess we'll go to the crafters. Oh, I just realized the time. All right, we're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, we will go to the crafters and try and craft us a silver arrow. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.